Tanisha Lindenhout, and the topic is vapes. Okay, so this is like just a picture. So we just have something else to look at. I have went back and forth on how I would want to get your attention, but why not start with a little information. I wanted to connect with this topic as much as I could, and for as long as I could remember. I had friends who have been into smoking or into the nature. Then when I came to college, vapes have been everywhere. You turn to a person and they know the whole ropes of vaping and assuming you're in the same category. Once I got here, my mom was assuming that I hopped on that wagon as well. I cannot give you an estimate number on how many times I heard, please don't vape, or please don't bring your lungs, as well as links to news outlets talking about people who have been hospitalized, or even people who came, sorry. She sent me links to news outlets talking about people who have been hospitalized or even people who have had their lungs collapse due to smoking vapes. I cannot lie, the more the links came in, the more I was scared, and with this speech I had realized my mom got what she wanted. She wanted to scare me out of the fact of trying vapes, and she won. With the research I've done, it continues to add more reasons on why vape should be a no-go. Not just for me, but for all of you. My problem, I have 3 different categories. My first one is vapes have caused many defects to the lungs and in some instances in mind. Vapes have had an escalated usage in age groups from high school students to even middle-aged adults. There are many articles and news outlets focusing on the negative effects vapes have on a person. In some cases, people are even dying from the chemicals that are in the e-liquid that is in the vape. I'm sure if you are a vape smoker you don't take the time to read the ingredients on the product. There are words in the ingredients list that some people can't pronounce, yet are trusting the product to process through their body. Vapes are battery operated. Every time you are inhaling the smoke, you are heating up the battery. The heat and the e-liquid mixing, then transferring into your body is causing the damage to your lungs. While on the battery talk, I think about the battery heating up. I think about the battery heating up and heating the metals that are holding the vape together. You are basically inhaling the smoke as well as the residue that is being lifted from the vape, which isn't even the worst end of it. The second one is like how vapes have been affecting the mentality part. On the mentality side of it, I have heard numerous times when someone is stressing, they have said, I wish I had a smoke, or I need my vape right now. And in this instance, a person is already addicted to the vape and is using it as a way to cope with the stresses of their lives. Many people are using vapes as a stress reliever and assuming that it is helping when it's causing more harm to the mind and body. Once a person tries a vape, they then have an addictive trait to it, which then leads to it being a normal thing for them to do. The moment you don't have a vape, you have a negative feeling or unwell feeling, which impacts your mood. This is known as the withdrawal stage. The smoke that gets inhaled also sends a sensation to your mind, which establishes if you like it or if it's something you want to stay away from. Most times, the sensation that is being processed is also something that brings out the addictive trait as well. In the article that the CDC had let out, it is stated that nicotine poses as a unique danger to youth because the brain is still developing and this can take place up until the age of 25. The smoke is messing with the development and causing a few setbacks. And in one of the articles that I have been using, it is stated that vapes can harm parts of the brain that control the attention, learning, mood, and impulse controls, which are the major functions of the brain. Then I found that vapes, like whenever the people are being hospitalized, they're being treated for a thing called EVALI, which is inflame of the lungs, basically. So it says, have you kept up with the news about people being hospitalized from the dangers of vapes? Most of the conditions of people who are being treated for this is called EVALI, and this is the inflammation of the lungs, which is linked to vaping. And most people are being blindsided to it because it can be close to the same thing as pneumonia. EVALI has been becoming more common, especially with teenagers, and it could affect anyone just as much. So for a few of my solutions, I have put quit vaping, make a plan, learn strategies to help with withdrawals. I think if you are a person who has had a hard time trying to quit vaping, you would need to distance yourself from people who vape, you need to distance yourself from vapes and people who vape. When being around a person who has the habit, it will encourage you to stay in the same path. Just because other people don't care about their health in the end doesn't mean you shouldn't. Cut out the vapes and exchange it with positive impacts to keep your mind and body healthy. There are many ways you can stop vaping. If you're not strong enough to do the cold turkey method, then you can reach out to outside resources and they'll help you see the brighter side of it and give you other information on how to stop and what would be the best way to go around it. My visualizations would be healthier body and mind, no foggy lungs or foggy mindset. Clearer breathing. My call to action is pink lungs matter.